Hello and welcome back to Monday Vibes. I'm your host, Mr. Fresh to Death, Pretty Boy Smooth, and this is episode 6. So, just like I said, we're going to keep the road balling. I'm having fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this, and let's keep it moving. So today, I want to talk about a specific habit that we all have sometimes that can be very, for a lack of a new term since I used it last episode, detrimental to our Monday vibe and our life completely. It is our habit of making excuses, but not just like any excuse. You know how people feel like they're the only ones that go through something? That's what I want to touch on today, and that's what we're going to talk about. So, this might sound crazy. This might sound, out of the ordinary, and it might be hard to believe, but you are not the only one in the world that's going through what you're going through. I mean, you can be having a conversation with someone and they may not be comprehending what you're saying, and you say, oh, you don't understand what I'm going through. That makes sense. But just know that there is someone in the world that has gone through what you've gone through. And more than likely, they found a way to become a better person by going through it. Now, if you've been paying attention to these episodes, you'll see how everything I say is like going hand in hand, and they're kind of connected in some form. Now, when I just said that there's somebody that's gone through what you've gone through and made a better person out of themselves, I'm talking about, as I've stated before, changing the meaning of something you've gone through. It's the idea of not making an excuse that, oh, no one understands me or how I feel. As a kid, I used to have those feelings because, again, we all go through these same things. But what helped me is doing research on people that have felt how I feel at the time. Not a lot of people do that. When I was playing basketball and I had bad knee injuries, one thing I would do that would help me is look up NBA players that had bad knee injuries. And then someone said, oh, PB, they got hurt after they got to the NBA, so it doesn't, connect with what you're going through. Okay, so I looked up NBA players that were hurt and still got drafted or found their way there. And a perfect example would be DeJuan Blair. He's about 6'5", stocky dude, tore both his ACLs, and still managed to get drafted by the San Antonio Spurs and still managed to be on the NBA championship team. That's someone that went through similar situations and found a way through it. When I got discouraged about pursuing a basketball career because I had to go Division II and didn't think I could go very high, what story do I read about? Ben Wallace, who came from a Division II college and made it to the NBA. Now, granted, life has taken me in different directions, and obviously basketball isn't really what I wanted to do. I mean, at the time I thought I wanted to do, but once I, found my real passion with wrestling, that's where I want to go after. But my point is, there's a story out there that you can find that can help you through whatever situation you're going through, My mom used to always have me read things about African American culture and our ancestors and what they had to go through with slavery and things like that. And my life is not nearly a fraction of how tough their lives were hundreds of years ago. So, if getting through a habit of feeling like I'm the only one to go through something is something I need to do, then I need to do it, And these are just examples I can use based on my life experience. Again, our lives are different, but they're also the same because somebody out there feels your pain. So, look up stories and find out who. So that just proves that it can be done. Once someone does something that was said couldn't be done, you can no longer make excuses. You have to break that habit because it's no longer a valid argument. The song I picked for PB's playlist today is called Justify My Thug from Jay-Z and Madonna. This song was so important to me as a kid because of the first verse. I'm not going to say the whole verse because I want you guys to go listen to the song and whatnot. But he ends it and he says something like, I never sat back feeling sorry for myself. If you don't give me heaven, I raise hell till it's heaven. And that really like resonated with me, you know, like feeling sorry for yourself and thinking you're the only one that's going through something, it doesn't help you in the long run. So why not find a way to get through it? You know, like find a way to feed your mind positive vibes and find a way to build your confidence to get through that. And as stated in the smooth statement, one good way to do that is to feed your mind with stories of people that have been through what you've been through. You know, there you have it. So Justify My Thug, Jay-Z featuring Madonna. If you don't know by now what the Monday Vibe mission is, I'll say it again. Do some research and find someone in the world that is going through a problem that you're going through right now. When you feed your mind with these type of stories, it changes how you associate these situations in your life and how you react to them. You gotta feed your brain just like you feed everything else. The internet is a beautiful tool. It's not just for Facebook and social media and bashing people on Twitter. You know, you can actually use it to do research. We were taught this in school. So take the time and Google search somebody that's going through a situation you're going through, and I promise it'll make you feel better once you find it and realize, you know, like you do have it in you and you can get through stuff. A good place to start, if you want to go on YouTube, watch this show called Impact Theory. I make sure I watch it every week. There's always somebody on there that is very successful or wealthy or influential, and they talk about their trials and tribulations. And guess what? We all go through some of the same exact things. So take the time, do the research, feed your mind, and you'll live a happier, healthier life, and you'll get that Monday vibe we're always talking about. As always, special shout out to those that are helping me put this project together. Thank you guys for viewing it. Thank God for blessing me with another day of life. And thank you to one of my exes for buying me this Shawn Michaels shirt. Things didn't work out between me and her, but I got this dope shirt, and I am not throwing it out or burning it or anything. Follow the Monday Vibe mission. Have a great day. Love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And see if I'm wrestling in a town or state near you. Come check me out. Peace.